I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot about this speech, and only last Sunday I realized that I had this speech today. Uh, so I told myself that I was gonna write this speech that same night. That same night, when I was supposed to be planning and writing this speech, I instead found myself scrolling mindlessly through Instagram Reels. I'm sure most of us have been there before. Procrastinating, putting off that task and choosing to do something more comfortable instead. For most of us, that something more comfortable is our phone and social media. It is just so easy to grab your phone and be absorbed in the endless feed of highlights of other people's lives, right? How many times have you found yourself comparing your life to someone else's perfect Instagram feed? How many times have you found yourself getting sucked into a never-ending scroll session only to look up and realize you've wasted way too much time on it? And how many times has that momentary comfort brought you any lasting positivity? Not many times, I can tell you that. Last Sunday night, my wake-up call to start thinking about this speech was one of those motivational videos that sometimes pop up on your feed. This one had David Goggins calling me something extremely inappropriate for being lazy. But what is it going to take for us not to need David Goggins or anyone else to wake us up before starting to do what we needed to? Just imagine this. If you spend 3 hours a day on your phone, that's a bit over 1,000 hours a year. 1,000 hours you could have spent doing something that improves you, or 1,000 hours you could have spent doing something that brings you happiness. Imagine how good you could become at something, or how happy you would be if you dedicated 1,000 hours to it. And that's just in 1 year. Think about the potential impact of reclaiming even a fraction of that time for activities that truly enrich your life. Imagine the skills you could develop, the experiences you could have, and the memories you could create. We often underestimate the power of small, consistent actions over time. We can shape our lives in any way we want, but only if we have the motivation to take action and the resilience and determination to keep going. One of these small actions that I've started doing is to read a book before going to sleep instead of scrolling through social media. This book teaches about gratitude, forgiveness, and seeing the positivity in your life. Pretty important values, I would say. Only after reading for a couple of weeks, I already see myself applying these values to my daily life. Remember, life is too precious to be spent dreaming and wishing for change. Don't just settle for the easy way. Embrace the discomfort, find pleasure in the journey, and make every moment count. In the end, we're here for a very short time. Might as well make something out of it. Thank you.